Hey everybody, welcome here. My name is George Ohan and I am with Jeremy Plata of Plata Construction. And everybody knows I'm always interested in small business in the Central Valley. So I decided on inviting Jeremy out here today, talk a little bit about Plata Construction and see what it is that he does exactly. Jeremy, welcome here today.
Thank you, George.
Really appreciate your time.
Glad to be here.
Plata Construction, where did this thing start out from? Did you transition like from being a handyman, from being interested in construction, or is this something you've always done? I mean, like, how did this become what it is, you know?
So I pretty much had this dream since I was 20 years old. I was a handyman. My parents owned a Century 21 when I was about 10. So I became one of their little handyman, put up signs here and there, and seeing it as a big growing business. So I kind of had that dream at 20 years old, but I didn't really focus on it till I was about 27. And yes, I started out as a handyman. I probably did that for about 12 years before I transitioned into my general contractors.
I love that, man. My father was a handyman in the Madera ranchos, and I was a little kid, and we would be going to somebody's house. We would install a toilet or a ceiling fan or something, and I'm like, dang, man, I gotta go with my dad. And he'd be driving away with a big old smile, cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and he's like, hey, we just made $350 in 1 hour. Driving, I'm like, it wasn't about the money. It was like, he loved that you could earn something out of nothing and you were helping somebody.
Right.
You show up and they're like freaking out because the toilet's not working, and you leave and they're like, oh, thank you. And like, he loved that feeling of being able to help somebody.
Right. Our biggest satisfaction is to see the customer's face after we get done of what we did to either their house or the kitchens or bathrooms. I mean, that's our goal. It's that warmness inside when they're offering you water, food. I mean, they seem to feed us all the time and want to keep us around. So it's just a good feeling. It's the best feeling in the world. Literally, it's better than getting paid. I mean, I know that sounds weird, but the feeling you get when somebody's super happy and either crying or gives you a big hug at the end, it feels almost good as a paycheck. Not as great. It doesn't spend as well, but the feeling is always good.
Can't pay the rent with love, but man,
I wish you could.
It does keep you motivated, right?
Right. It does. It keeps you going.
That really is cool, because if you think about it, you're improving their home. I mean, they live here. They spend the majority of their entire life, their existence in their home, and you're making some improvement to their space.
Right.
That is special. That is meaningful to people. Tell me about Plata Construction, fire restoration, water restoration. I don't know too much about that. What is fire restoration or water restoration?
Last year we started dabbling into fire restorations. Anytime you have a fire, 99% of the time you're stripping the house down to the studs and you're completely starting over with new electrical, new plumbing, new drywall, new roof, AC unit. Into that last year, and now it seems to be taking off on us. Our last fire restoration project, it was about 1,200 square foot house. 1 month and 3 weeks, all full permits, finished the project. And that was pretty amazing.
Now, when you're doing a fire restoration, is it a little more personal? Is it somebody's home that's burned down usually, or what's your experience been so far?
Yeah, the ones we've been working with lately has been rentals. Owner rented the property out. His tenant, unfortunately, causes a fire. So they're really interested in somebody getting in there, getting the job done right, and getting the job done fast. That way they can get back to collecting their mortgage or whatever they need for the project.
You have to keep cash flow coming in. So
Right.
you call Plata Construction, you guys go to whatever you do, city, county, get the right permits, get the right whatever you need for the job. And then you get started on the job, but you're trying to do it as quickly and efficiently as possible because this owner of the home, he needs cash flow generated again.
Right.
That's pretty cool, man. That's very helpful to a homeowner to know, okay, so that's the guy I call.
Yeah. We've been hearing a lot of fire restoration guys around here. It's probably 6 months to a year to work on the project. So our company, Plata Construction, we pretty much offer our clients, as long as everything moves forward with the insurance company properly and with the city, we can get you back into your house within 3 months.
Wow. You have to gut the whole thing down.
Right.
It's not just moving a couple of pieces of sheetrock or something. You're gutting this thing down to the studs. You're taking out the electrical. You're taking out the plumbing. I mean, you guys are basically, it's a rebuild.
Right.
I mean, they're saying restoration, but they mean restoration.
Right.
Wow.
So my crew is family oriented. My oldest son, best friend I grew up with, my cousin, my other son, my daughter. Those are the main crews that are in the house. And I mean, the best thing in the world is to work with family when we get along, and we get along great. We actually get along really, really good. We do have as much fun as we can. We like to laugh and entertain, but it's business. It's straight business, get in, get out. And since we've lived with each other for all these years, we know each other. So we don't have to ask too many questions.
Sure, you
go
just
pick
get
this
to
up,
work.
go get that. Everybody knows their job, and everybody gets their job done right.
That's right. What's the difference between a handyman and a general contractor? Handyman is a respectable job. It's very respectable. My father did it for years. It put food on our table.
Right.
And so I'm not gonna ever, think bad about that. There's dignity in
Yes.
that work. But when you level up or you adjust your business strategy and you become a general contractor, it's like, whoa, it's a whole new ball game with fees, overhead. Your prices have to go up because you have higher prices now to pay.
Right.
So for you personally, what's been that transition from handyman to general contractor, the professionalism, and now operating as a professional business?
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that, because me and my guys were just talking about that the other day, how for probably 10 years we were handyman. And we always like, man, those contractors, they don't know how to fix anything. They only want to remove and replace. So, I mean, basically as a handyman, you have to know the insides and outs of everything and be able to fix all the little details. And as a contractor, general contractor, you find that there's no money in fixing things because everything has a time limit. So you fix that faucet, you can charge a person $45 and the seal. Well, as a general contractor now, I know that faucet's only going to last another year or two, and it's really better just to replace the whole thing. So basically, I guess as a general contractor, it's you give a lot of warranties, and so everything has to work right. So if something looks a little bit old, as a general contractor, you're not going to touch it. You're just going to remove and replace. And I understand now why contractors remove and replace.
You can't beat them, join them.
Exactly.
Well, it's not all the way true that, but they do that because of experience.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
know. And when you're a handyman, you're like, oh, look at these guys. But then when you get there as a general contractor, you're like, oh, now I understand why they're doing that. They have to offer a warranty the way the handyman doesn't.
Right.
You're coming up and you're breaking the broken Home Depot thing, or this guy's saying, hey, I'm going to replace this and change it. And like, you're offering a way better warranty than the handyman is, but you have to be able to back that up according to the law too.
Right, exactly.
You have a license now. You've done testing, you've done certifications. You're a professional in this particular industry now.
Correct.
So there is overhead, there is cost with that. What else do you guys do at Plata Construction? What's some of your favorite types of projects that you work on? The different things besides the water restoration, the fire restoration. What's some of the things that you really enjoy doing?
Kitchen and bathroom models.
Okay.
We enjoy doing those because the people that's been calling us, they pretty much have a dream, and they give me their dream of how they want their bathroom to look, and I create it. Pretty much creating somebody's dream bathroom and dream kitchen is as good as a fire restoration.
Would you say creating a kitchen or a bathroom, a remodel, is more of an artistic endeavor or more of a scientific endeavor where you're measuring and cutting and like?
It's an art.
It's an art.
It's an art, yes.
Okay, I was suspecting that, but I didn't want to
experience
disrespect
and it's
it.
an art,
Okay,
you know?
okay.
Yeah.
It's more of a creative process, right?
Right, because nothing goes the way it's planned, nothing goes as on
Okay.
paper. So you have to get in there, get pretty creative, and make everything flow.
See, I commend you on that because a lot of people don't understand, as an artist, you can't really pay for that process. It just comes to you. You have to visualize it. You have to draw back from your experiences and say, no, that won't work because of this. And then, but you're still trying to see the design,
Right.
and like the fact that you can even give a client or a customer an offer, an estimate, a price, that's hard.
It
Even
is.
that part's hard to do because you're like, dude, I'm creating this because I'm in the creative field. So it's like, you want me to write a story and produce this content, and now you want me to put a price on my art? Whoa.
Well, I think one of the best things with Plata Construction is that we were all handyman at one time.
Okay.
So we know the ins and outs.
You have the experience of it. You've been in the trenches.
Me, my kids, everybody in my crew have been in the trenches. So we pretty much know what we're going to see, and we kind of expect it, and we're prepared for it.
That's a great point. Some people, they graduate college and then they go and get a contractor's license.
Right.
They've never been a handyman. They've never fixed a sink, a toilet. They've never turned a screwdriver, turned a wrench. I mean, and now they have this license. And like, well, I'm the construction company owner, but you're telling me yourself and your crew have been like in the trenches as handyman, like done this type of work.
So each one of my kids started out at 10 years old. So at 10 years old, I grabbed each one of my kids, pulled them out of the house, and said, it's time to learn how to use some tools. Time to learn how to make some money.
You're not hiring a handyman. You're bringing in a professional. You're bringing in somebody's 10 years of experience, a crew with 10 years each experience. I mean, there's value in that.
And we never leave the job site until the customer's happy. I mean, we always make sure the customer's happy. Whatever they want done, we do it. Because it's not about us, it's about them. They're the one that's going to get me the next job.
That's really awesome, really awesome. What's another thing that you would say that we got the kitchens, we got the bathroom, we got the remodels, we got the fire and water restorations. Give me one last thing.
So Plata Construction is really trying to get into new construction. That's kind of our big goal in the whole scheme of things, is get into new construction. So
why is that interesting? Why is new construction interesting for Plata Construction?
Because we get to work with plans that pretty much tells us what we need to do, and it's just the next step. It's the next level in our business. We don't like to stand still. We don't like to be the same person over and over. We have to grow our business because I plan on leaving the construction company to my kids, so we need to be in a position to where they can have projects for years on end. Our goal in life is to get into residential new construction, and after that, get into some commercial new construction.
So the next level of growth for Plata Construction, because they say if a company is not growing, you're shrinking.
Right.
There's no just, oh, we're staying the same this year. So your strategy for 2020, you guys are excited about getting into new construction.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
The first thing you need to do is get your plans drawn up. So if he's got his plans drawn up, I meet with the owner, we bring out the plans, we discuss what's going on in the plans, and I just need a basic overview of what he wants in there, and then I take the plans home and I basically bid off the plans. If he doesn't have any plans, then I'll set him up with my architect, set him up with him to go over some plans, find out what size house he wants and kind of what he wants there, and then we bid off those plans. It's kind of hard for us to imagine the size of house you want or what you want in it without something to look at.
You guys do a new build, there's going to be a consultation involved. Do you guys charge for the consultation, or is that free?
Consultations are free.
What?
Yes.
That's a lot of time.
It is a lot of time, but we're just starting out and we're looking to build a business and a reputation. So
you're willing to sit down with the client, they have a piece of land, possibly bring in an architect if they don't have plans, and you guys will sit there and try to figure it out, like how big the house they want. Usually people know if they want 3 or 4 bedroom, or they have some idea of what they want.
yes.
And that's what you guys are figuring out during the consultation, is what the exact home is, what they need, not what they want, or what's within their budget, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so that's at least 2 or 3 hours of work that you're doing for free.
After bidding out that, it's about 8 hours.
About 8 hours of work that you're just saying, hey, here you go, this is what we think it should be. And then they're like, hey, no, I don't want it. But it's like, you're 8 hours into it.
Well, I just don't.
Why would you be willing to do that?
Because personally, I can't take my client's money if I didn't do any work for it. And even though I just bidded the project out, I could be like any other contractor and just throw all kinds of numbers out there to keep getting you to pay me for estimates, and that's not what we're here to do. We're here to build a reputation and to get our name out there and to be known as hopefully one of the best or one of the top.
Okay, that's a great goal. I like your strategy. So basically we talked about fire restoration and water restoration. We talked about the bathroom and the kitchen remodels. That's pretty awesome. And then the new builds is your growth strategy going into 2020?
Yes.
All right, man, that's awesome. You have a lot going on.
We do work for Habitat for Humanity in Clovis,
Okay, cool.
so we try to help out as much as possible there. And besides that, Plata Construction gives a discount pretty much every month of 2020. We're going to be giving a discount for either kitchens, bathroom, new construction, fire restoration. I mean, I really can't tell you what's going to be each
But
month.
you guys are offering something.
But we
as it
are
comes
offering
up.
something each month.
You guys, you heard it right here. Jeremy Plata, he said it, so you know it's true. Do you think a wife will be happy if a husband remodels the kitchen for her?
They are always happy.
You know it. No woman's gonna not like that, right?
You know, and you brought up discounts. All of our veterans get 10%, no matter what. 10%, and you don't need to tell us you're a vet until after you've got the estimate. Then you can tell me you're a vet. That way you can see that you get the right 10%.
Dude, 10%, bro. That's the Home Depot and Lowe's offers that. You're up there with them now.
I got to. I mean, we got to take care of our vets, man.
Jeremy,
they take care of us. We take care of them.
Dude, that was really great information. I'm happy that I invited you here today, and I hope somebody who needs you can find you because of this video. And you guys, if you know somebody with a home who might possibly need a remodel in the future, go ahead and share this video for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.